You often fear the wrong things, allowing anxieties to cloud your judgment and prevent you from living fully. Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, wisely observed that fear resides not in the tangible reality around us, but rather in the elaborate stories and dire predictions we invent within our own minds. He taught us that these imagined narratives often cause us more suffering than any actual event ever could. To help us navigate these internal struggles, here are 5 powerful Stoic techniques designed to dissolve the grip of fear and bring clarity to your perspective. First, learn to separate fact from imagination. Seneca profoundly stated, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." This timeless wisdom reminds us that the vast majority of our fears are nothing more than elaborate fictions, dressed up to appear as undeniable truths. By consciously distinguishing between what is truly happening and what we merely anticipate, we can begin to dismantle these self-created anxieties. Second, cultivate the courage to walk toward uncertainty. It is impossible to eliminate the unknown from life. It is an inherent part of existence. However, by embracing these moments of ambiguity, you create invaluable opportunities for personal growth and resilience. Instead of resisting, lean into the unfamiliar and discover your inner strength. Third, choose to act while afraid. True courage isn't the absence of fear, but rather the willingness to move forward despite its presence. When you take decisive action, even with trepidation, fear naturally begins to shrink and lose its intimidating power. Motion is the antidote to paralysis, transforming apprehension into progress. Fourth, rigorously question the fear itself. Ask yourself, is my life truly in danger, or is it merely my ego that feels threatened? Often, what we perceive as a life-threatening situation is simply a challenge to our self-image or comfort zone. Under the piercing light of clarity, the exaggerated shadows of fear inevitably collapse and dissipate. Finally, learn to accept what you cannot keep. This profound Stoic principle reminds us of the impermanence of all things. Just as joy and sorrow pass, so too will fear eventually recede and lose its hold. Embracing this natural cycle of change allows us to release our attachment to outcomes and find peace in the present moment. When fear is stripped of its fabricated narrative, when its story loses its power over your mind, it ceases to be a formidable adversary. Instead, it becomes a fleeting emotion, easily observed and then released. Calm your mind, reflect deeply on these principles, and return to your life with renewed courage and wisdom. Follow for daily Stoic meditations and continue your journey toward a more tranquil and resilient existence.